I can't sleep. I count my blessings instead of sheep, and I fall asleep counting my blessings. When my bankroll is getting small, I think of when I had none at all, and I fall asleep counting my blessings. I think about a nursery, and I picture curly heads, and one by one I count them as they slumber in their beds. If you're worried and you can't sleep, just count your blessings instead of sheep, and you'll fall asleep counting your
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Welcome to the regular Thursday night edition of Jump Into the Fire. Hello, Eddie and Rhonda. We're going to do our best to cheer you up. Rhonda has COVID, and so this is a stinky holiday for her, and I cannot... as everybody knows, my daughter, granddaughter, and great-granddaughter all have COVID. I took them a couple of supplies earlier today, and I stopped off at the hot food bar at Food City and got my Thanksgiving dinner. So welcome to the living room. We hope each and every one of you has had as good a Thanksgiving as you possibly can. Now, I was at the Food City in Fort Oglethorpe. I stopped there, got my Thanksgiving dinner from the hot food bar. Chicken tenders and a double order of dressing. That's fine with me. I'm old and I don't give a shit. But it's North Georgia, for God's sakes, and those people just don't know how to wear a frickin' mask. There was one guy, I'd move away from him because he didn't have a damn mask on. I wanted to do this. I mean, come on, people. The COVID is exploding, and the North Georgia people refuse to wear a mask. Unreal. But we hope you've had a great, as tolerable a holiday as you possibly can. Some of you are going to go out shopping tomorrow. Not me. I give cash. So if you want cash, let me know. Because I don't get gifts, I just give you cash. It's easier that way. It's less that this feeble old brain has to worry about. Yeah, I got to thinking today, it's Thanksgiving. And by the way, before this night is through, here on Facebook Live and YouTube Live, we will bring back to life, with the blessing of the music man, Jerry Haskew, a member of the Rushmore of talk radio in Chattanooga, the far, far left, along with his brother, the late Dr. B, Gary Haskew. We're going to bring back the turkey of the year for the Chattanooga area. And boy, do I have a winner for you. And he might even just make the POS list. I haven't decided yet. I may see what his reaction is to being named Turkey of the Year, because trust me, there are enough mouths out there who will get word to him that he was the jump into the fire Turkey of the Year. So we'll get to that in a little bit. But I got to thinking today, how many Thanksgiving specific movies or television shows are there? And does anything top this?
It's a helicopter, and it's coming this way.
A helicopter?
It's flying something behind it. I can't quite make it out. It's a large banner, and it says, Happy Thanksgiving. From W. K. R. P. What a sight, ladies and gentlemen, what a sight. The copter seems to be circling the parking area now. I guess it's looking for a place to land. No, something just came out of the back of the helicopter. It's a dark object, perhaps a skydiver, plummeting to the earth from only 2,000 feet into the air. Second to the third. There's no parachutes yet.
Those can't be skydivers. I can't tell just yet what they are, but... Oh, my God, they're turkeys! Oh, Johnny, can you get this? Oh, they're crashing to the earth right in front of our eyes! One just went through the windshield of a parked car! This is terrible. The
Cars running around, pushing each other. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the humanity. Oh, people are running about. The turkeys are hitting the ground like sacks of wet cement.
Does anything top the great WKRP turkey drop? Does anything top that? Now we're going to start getting bombarded with Christmas movies. And for me, there's only really 3 Christmas movies. Christmas Vacation. I think it's Miracle on 34 Sutton Street, and It's a Wonderful Life. Now, if you want to wax romantic, Serendipity is not really a Christmas movie, but it's pretty cool. But those 3, and I've already seen Christmas Vacation. So, and I'll probably watch it again. I will probably watch it again. I'll watch It's a Wonder. I'll watch the 3. Nothing else. I don't give a damn about Elf. I just don't think Will Ferrell is really that funny. And it's not one of my go-to Christmas movies. And no, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. Okay? Die Hard's not a Christmas film. Sorry if you think so. But I don't know how many folks are going to do Black Friday tomorrow. I don't even know what time the stores are opening. Does anybody out there know what time the stores are going to open tomorrow? Because I'm not sure. I'm not going shopping. It's more curiosity than it is anything, whether people are actually going to go shopping tomorrow. But I thought you would like the opening with Bing Crosby. Count your blessings. 2020 has been, I mean, what is it? Chinese, you have the year of the dog, year of the monkey. 2020 is the year of the turd. I don't know how more succinctly that can fit a year. This has been the year of the turd. But, yeah. There's good news on the horizon, we think, with the vaccine. God, I hope Hey, Joe Scruggs tuning in tonight. We're going to get to the turkey of the year. I promise you. I hope word gets back to him. Next Thursday night, we will have as a special guest Camden Smith, who has been making quite the name for himself, and he's young. I think he's 16 years old, and he's just recorded his first album. And I know on December the 5th, he's appearing at Puckett's. And kid's an up-and-comer. Got a lot of talent, and Camden will be joining us next Thursday night on Jump Into the Fire. Not going to wax political tonight. It's Thanksgiving. We need a break. We need a break. And it was pleasant. Hello to my son. We didn't have the family Thanksgiving this year. That was just totally out of the freaking question. And if you had a big Thanksgiving gathering, I don't know how more bluntly I can put it, stay the hell away from me for 14 days. The CDC asked not to have big Thanksgiving gatherings. They asked you not to travel, not to fly, but obviously people are doing it. And I don't know if it's COVID fatigue or what, but it's getting worse by the minute. Mayor Coppinger put out a press release yesterday asking for retired nurses to please contact the 3 hospitals in Chattanooga because your help is desperately needed. Good news. Dr. Chris Haddock ventured outside today. So, Chris Haddock, my daughter Amy, granddaughter, and great-granddaughter are improving. So, we have that to be thankful for. Rhonda Bishop Swaney, you're going to get better. I promise you that. And believe you me, I keep my promises, I think. But it's funny how the people who are so anti-mask go, it's my body, my choice. Kind of ironic that you're also ardent pro-life supporters. Interesting. You can tell a woman what to do with her body, but you don't want anybody telling you what to do when it comes to wearing a mask. That's the height of hypocrisy. Somebody called me a hypocrite because I am constantly saying, wear a mask, but yet I smoke. That's not hypocrisy. You claiming my body, my choice on wearing a mask and then denying that to someone, that's hypocrisy. Okay? But, hey, has anybody watched football today? I had it, I just wanted to see a few minutes, and I've not changed it back. I wanted to see a few minutes of the Redskins Cowboys because of Alex Smith and the fact that he's back as a start, not the Redskins, the Washington Football Club, excuse me. And after the horrific injury and something like 18 surgeries, hello, Christy Thomas. And now he's back as the starting quarterback of the Washington Football Club. But, it's time. It's really time. And I don't know why this has, neither here nor there, but this needs to be carried on because there are some real freaking turkeys in Chattanooga. Some real freaking turkeys. And I loved it when the Music Man and Dr. B and Buddy, they have given them to a wide array. I think the funniest one was when they gave it to Curtis Adams, former commission, the late Curtis Adams, former commissioner in the city of East Ridge or Hamilton County or whatever he was. Never met, I guess a decent enough guy, but, just some of his antics justified Jerry and Dr. B giving him Turkey of the Year. And it's time to bring that back. It really is. Now, Chattanooga has two. Well, Chattanooga has three sport talk radio shows. Keon Rose is on for an hour every day over at Nooga Radio 92.7. I think it's from 11 to noon. And he tries hard, but he's not local centric. And if you're going to do a sport talk show in Chattanooga, you need to be somewhat local centric. And then you have Sport Talk. It's been around for a gazillion years. For so many years, it was the Music Man, Jerry Haskew, and his brother, Dr. B. Gary, the late Gary Haskew. And then it was Dr. B and Quake. Now, Quake ran the board for Jerry and Dr. B. Then Quake replaced Jerry, and Cowboy Joe came in and started running the board. And then upon the passing of Dr. B, they hired freaking Dave Hooker, who, if he were still in Chattanooga, he would more than he may have won the Turkey of the Year consecutively for the time he was here because he was a damn turkey. If Lane Kiffin ever came to a sudden stop, Dave Hooker had his nose so far up Lane Kiffin's ass that he would have suffocated if Kiffin had come to a sudden stop. But I like Lane Kiffin. And Sport Talk still rules the roost. Because when you look at the Rushmore of talk radio in Chattanooga, it's Jerry Haskew, Gary Haskew, Jeff Styles, and then the Coca-Cola Red Zone, which is an offshoot of Sport Talk. Quake started with Wally Witkowski, the Pepsi press box, then the year later became the Coca-Cola Red Zone, and it's been that way for 2 decades plus. And so you have Sport Talk at 102.3. Then you have Press Row at ESPN Radio 105.1 The Zone. With David Pascal, sports writer for the Chattanooga Times Free Press, Wells Guthrie, and then you have, beyond question, the most obnoxious, arrogant, even worse than me, gambling obsessed, poor choices in humor, Jay Greason. who desperately tries to be funny, but more often than not, he's extremely offensive. He's made slurs trying to be funny on people's sexual orientation. He thinks he's funny, but at a certain point, it's grating. And it's grating on a lot of people in Chattanooga. Trust me. And now, with legalized sports betting in Tennessee, he seems obsessed with it. I don't bet on ball games. If you do, more power to you. But my God, don't obsess over it. I mean, this guy used to be the sports editor of the Times Free Press. Now he's just a columnist a couple of days a week who, maybe his salary justifies the $35 a month subscription that the paper demands. But I think yesterday he may have crossed the line, because somewhere in the conversation, they started talking about Nick Saban, head coach at Alabama. Everybody knows who the hell he is. He has tested positive and exhibiting mild symptoms of COVID-19. He will be replaced on the sideline by his offensive coordinator, Steve Sarkisian, former head football coach at the University of Southern California. And Greason, in an attempt to be funny, decided to reference Sarkisian's battle with alcoholism, which it did cost him his job at Southern Cal. Greason, trying to be funny, said, well, you got to remember, last time he was head coach, he ended up in the bottom of a bottle. Said it on the air. Now, that's something you just don't do. And I've heard from journalists who said that was an out-of-line comment. Should have known better. No, the guy doesn't know any better. He's just trying to freaking be a comedian. He used to be a pretty good sports writer. But crap like that makes you lose all your credibility as a sports writer. You do not use somebody's addiction problem as the butt of your feeble attempt at humor. As an alcoholic, sober for 38 years, it offended the hell out of me. I was livid. And there are a lot of people in the Chattanooga area that are upset about it. I even tweeted the guy right after I heard it, because the only reason it was on there is Sport Talk was on a commercial break. And I'm just not a fan of commercials. I know it pays the bills and all that. But perfect timing. There comes the joke, and I immediately tweeted, come on, man. You don't use something like that as a joke. Never responded. So, just on the basis of being who he is, just on that basis alone, the 2020 Turkey of the Year is Jay Greason of Press Row and the Chattanooga Times Free Press. Congratulations, Jay! Jay Greason, you are the Turkey of the Year. Congratulations. Wear that crown well, because you deserve it. You make fun of people with people with addiction issues as the butt of your feeble ass jokes, and then you obsess over the fact that sports gambling is now legal in the state of Tennessee. Do your damn commercials for it, and that's it. And maybe if enough people cancel their subscription, because it's $35 a month to subscribe to the Times Free Press, who knows? But Jay Greason, one more time, you are the jump into the fire Turkey of the Year. Well, there it is. Thank you, Jay Haskew, for allowing me to bring this back. It needed to be done because there are too many turkeys. I mean, the anti-maskers were a close second. But using an addiction problem for the butt of a joke, that sealed the deal. That definitely sealed the deal. Marjorie Taylor Greene was also in the running. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee, who, if you've been paying attention, the White House Coronavirus Task Force has recommended to Governor Lee a statewide mask mandate, close bars, cut restaurant capacity to 25%. Makes sense to me. 4 to 6 weeks, and that might, cut it down. Because as Mayor Coppinger has said, the reason for the growth of cases in Hamilton County is that every Dade, Walker, Catoosa, Bradley, Marion, and Ray County do not have any kind of mask mandate, and their people will come down here or come up here, and that includes Northeast Alabama, Jackson and DeKalb County. They come up here. They don't have any mask mandates where they live, so they think they can run around Hamilton County with no mask. And people like my family, my friend Rhonda Swaney down in Ringgold, suffer for it and get COVID-19. So the anti-maskers were also in the running for Turkey of the Year. But, I think the choice was very good. I think Greason deserves it because he is a big, big, damn turkey. So that wraps it up. The 2020 Turkey of the Year winner, Jay Greason of Press Row on ESPN Radio 105.1 and the Chattanooga Times Free Press, is our recipient. So what the hell? Go enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving night. We will be back here Saturday night at 7 o'clock. And remember, count your blessings, because it always could be a whole hell of a lot worse. Until Saturday night at 7 o'clock, remember, be kind to each other. Good night.